My name is BlueHead. This is installment 17 of whatever's left between now and November 6th. I've stopped counting. It's important that I comment on last night's hometown edition of the public debate between our presidential candidates. They didn't, again, leave a spot for me. But I can tell you this, that had they left a slot, a place for this blue face, this gear and light configuration you see before you, to debate with them, if they gave us the time and reasonable consideration per candidate to reply and respond to our opponents' perspectives and their ideology, I would have eaten both of their lunches. The first thing I have to say is they didn't answer a single question. A young man, very brave young man, stood up at 20 years old and asked a question of, I believe it was Governor Romney who won the toss, and got everything from him except the answer to his question. How am I going to get out of college and have a job? And instead of giving him a specific answer, he got a tap dance, of course, and a long version around a very poorly manicured bush. It was a long way around that answer. The answer to that first question, and I wish they could superimpose BlueHead's perspective to that question. I would have told him, young man, you don't know this, but there's an incubator in this country that's been turned off. It's been running at low speed for the last 10 years, and it's been unplugged and put on the shelf in the last 4 years under this current administration. This incubator starts so many new businesses that you can't help but fall into a job when you get out of college. I don't care what you studied. I really don't care what your specialty was. But you'll be tripping over opportunities under this administration. And the reason is we're going to create the environment for the American entrepreneur at the grassroots level so that you'll have your choice of places to work. Your choice. You won't be hunting for a job. The job will find you. If you're sharp, you're paying attention, and you're good at what you do, the job will find you. Because there's going to be so many companies springing up under my administration that you're going to trip and fall into the one you like best. And that suits your skill sets. And you're going to find a boss. You're going to call him a boss. Later on, you're going to call him a mentor. Whoever he is or she is, you're going to find them. They're going to see the good things in you. And you're going to shine. You're going to become a superstar. And I know that because you showed up last night and you took the initiative to be there. And that's enough for me. You're interested enough to show up. At your age, 20-year-olds generally don't care enough to get engaged like you did. That tells me two things about you. One, you're paying attention. I like that. Two, you have the temerity. You've got the backbone to step forward and do a very hard thing, which is stand up on international TV and make a statement and speak. Good for you. Good for you. You are the American that I live with. We went to so many different issues last night. The reason people are not starting businesses, and I'm talking small ones, where you have opportunity. And as an aside, you're going to trip over jobs under the BlueHead administration because there are going to be so many opportunities, you won't be able to not find one. If you want to work, there's going to be a job. But you're going to have to take a shot. All right? You're not going to get forward or go forward in this country without taking a shot. And if that means you got to start with a new company, well, you're taking a shot with them. But together, whoever hires you will see what you have, and you'll put that together, and then you'll grow. Sometimes you'll grow slowly but steadily and in the right direction. Sometimes you'll grow exponentially, and you'll go from zero to critical mass in 2 years. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're happy with what you're doing, you're making enough money to support yourself and your family, and you have the comfort and circumstance you need for your life and your family's life. And the only way that's going to happen is if we create an atmosphere or a condition for small enterprise to incubate again and start. And the only way we're going to do that is to remove the capital access control in this country that is now handled by 4 banks on the globe. You see the little neighborhood bank where you can walk in and say, "Hey, Jim," or "Hey, Marcia, listen, you know my family. We've been banking here for years. I got a great idea. I want to start a business. I don't need a lot of money, but I do need some. And I have this much of my own money, whatever it is, 5 grand, 10 grand, your piggy bank, whatever your grandmother put away for you, your mom, your dad. And if you're unfortunate enough to not have those kind of people, I know you got a couple dollars stashed somewhere. I don't care how much it is. It doesn't matter. The thing is, you have passion, you have a great idea. And this banker is going to look at you and say, "You know what? That is a good idea. And we're going to make that small loan to you so you can go out and buy that laptop and the hardware you need to turn your business into something that generates revenue. And you're going to take the earnings from that revenue and you're going to pour it into your little idea. And in 2 years, it's going to be a big idea. And in 10 years, it's going to be a multinational idea." And Mitt Romney missed that part. He missed that seedling part. He became a tree before he was a seed. And how that happened, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. He didn't start with a screwdriver or a laptop. He started somewhere on the top or in the middle and then grew from there. Well, he missed that early part, and that early part is what's missing. BlueHead, this administration, is going to show you that early part, that seedling that you need to become. From a small seed grows a mighty oak. Unless you plant that seed, that oak will not flourish. It won't even grow. So take heart, young man. You got a great future in front of you. And that's how I would answer that question in shorter words. Please stay tuned.